Hello everybody, this is SMK here, and today I'm going to be ranting a little bit about ranked team deathmatch in Uncharted 4. Well, not really ranting, more like rambling, some thoughts on it, some possible little discussion things here and there. This is my third time recording this, so hopefully I get it right this time. But anyway, um, basically, I've been playing ranked Season 2 for the past, I think, 3 to 4 weeks, and I finally hit Master Rank yesterday, or the other day. And I have to say, well, it'll be the other day when this video goes up. Whatever. I don't know when this video is going to be up. It doesn't matter. I reached it a few days ago. That's all you need to know. And that was not without a lot of frustration, agony, yelling, maybe screaming, maybe swearing, maybe pounding the bed I'm sitting on while I'm playing it, or couch, whatever you want to call it. Bed. It's a bed. And it's all due in part to some aspects of it that are not very good, such as the matchmaking. The matchmaking is really slow, and it's mainly because I understand it's trying to get 10 players. It won't start a game without 10 players, and so if one person leaves, you have to wait for for the game to find another person to replace that person for all 10 players. And I understand why they want that 10-player requirement so that way no one is off to a disadvantage at the start of a game. However, it really makes the matchmaking slow, and they really need to fix that. They need to fix how quickly it finds another player, because surely there's a ton of people playing ranked team deathmatch. And I know there are. I know there's a good amount of people playing it. Every time I'm on there, I always see different people. Granted, during a play session, I might play with the same people a bunch, but I know there's a lot of different people playing it. So we know it's a very still relatively popular mode, so it should not take forever to find that one player to replace it with. But anyway, overall, Season 2, the changes they made to the point system is very welcome. I appreciate it. It's very nice for solo players. It's not so nice for parties unless you're a really dominant, amazing party. Whereas if you're a party of 2, good luck actually probably getting points with your friend that you just want to play with in ranked, because you're most likely just going to lose a guaranteed amount of points every time you play with them. So, it's not very welcome to parties less than 5 or even less than 4, I would say. Other than that, the point system, the changes they made, it's great. That's great. However, the one thing that I don't like still are qualifiers. Qualifiers are very questionable due to the nature of matchmaking and parties. They're questionable because qualifiers aren't really judging the player for their individual skill. Rather, qualifiers are judging for the win, which is for the entire team at that point. So you have this point system created, right? They created this point system where it actually judges your individual skill, and you get points based on your individual skill now. However, qualifiers don't go with that. The qualifiers are as if act as though you have control over your team, as though you are all together in this, and it's judging your skill as a team, which makes 0 sense because it's actually for your own individual self. The other teammates aren't in qualifiers. They may not. They may have just even started on a fresh rank, for all the game knows, or for all you know. So, they don't have nearly as much on the line as the person does who's in a qualifier. So, in my mind, I feel like the qualifiers go completely against what the current point system is. And I feel that is very jarring, and it shouldn't be that way. And so it makes it for a very annoying and frustrating experience when you hit a certain rank. And usually it's around the diamond rank that things start getting really frustrating and annoying, because if you have teammates that are worse than you on your team, if you have people that are worse than you on your team, then you are at the mercy of their performance on whether or not you make it through your qualifier to the next rank. And that's not fair. That's completely unfair. That doesn't make any sense. Why should it be like that? It shouldn't be like that at all. And so my proposal for that would be either A, they create 2 separate ranked search options where you can only it's searching solo. So you search solo. And you only get matched up with other solo players, and then The other option being party, where you join a pub in a party and you search for parties and you only find parties. And that would at least fix one problem where there is that chance that matchmaking will pair you up with a party of 4 or 5, and then you'll definitely end up losing your a qualifier or two. Um, and then the other thing about that was I was thinking that when you search under solo, it has a completely different like way you advance your ranks through your ranks. And I was thinking, based on what someone had said somewhere else, was that if you get an A rank or higher performance-wise, or if you win, you get that check mark in the qualifier. You won that qualifier. You won that box. You got that first W, basically. So if you get an A rank or higher, so that means if you lose, but you get an A rank, you still get the check mark for the qualifier. And that would make things less frustrating, because then it would actually account for your individual skill in the qualifiers, and therefore it actually matters. Like, it actually matters that your performance actually matters, because currently your performance does not matter. I mean, to some degree it does, but I personally got to my master. I got my master rank because 3 matches, I barely didn't do anything, and we had one dominant player who went like 20 downs with like 19 KOs, and I had like maybe 5 downs and 5 KOs, and I didn't really do anything, but he helped me get my qualifiers. Like, he helped me in 3 games because I happened to get matched up with him, and he happened to be on my team those 3 times. That's a little ridiculous. That shows, that argues the point I'm making, in the sense that it's all down to matchmaking. It has nothing to do with your own individual skill. So that's why the qualifiers are dumb. It doesn't make any sense to have them for solo players. But they exist. They're like that. Because solo players, I mean, they want to make everyone on the same ranking system. They don't want to create this separate way you go through it or whatever. I understand that, but they really should, and they really ought to do that. They really ought to do something like that. And then in the parties only mode for ranked, it would basically be what it is now in the normal ranked mode, in that you can only win to advance. No A rank and above or whatever to also advance. So that way it's more difficult, but also that you don't have this problem where parties are matched up with solo players, and there's everyone has control over their teammates because they're in a party. So it makes sense to have it that way. But yeah, that was basically what I was thinking. There's some other possible solutions too to the problem, but at the end of the day, hopefully they think of something, or hopefully they even do something at all for the qualifiers, because at this point, I'm never going to do master, the journey to master again, because it's just not worth it. It's too much. It's too much luck and too much frustration, and it's just not worth it. But I did enjoy ranked enough to at least want to probably get gold every time a new season starts. But beyond that, I have no motivation or interest in going for master again, unless they change how qualifiers work for solo players. Because as it stands right now, qualifiers are just too awful for me to it's just relying too much on the matchmaking. You're at the mercy of the matchmaking. That's what I don't like about it. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Ranked is all right. I had fun. I'm gonna, like I said, keep playing it for gold only after this season, unless they make changes. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think they should change anything, like qualifiers and such? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Whatever. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Peace.